Hello guys, Brad here from JOLT Fitness, back with another of my Thursday thoughts, which is Friday, obviously today, because I am over at one of my long-term clients, Angie's house. I have my daughter over there in the sandpit, occupying herself. And today I'm chatting about all things exercise as we age. Why I love this topic is because, you know, the perception of exercise and being fit and healthy, I think is really wrong in the industry. We have this picture of we must exercise to look like that cover model or that person or this person, when really exercise is such a functional thing to help us have good quality of life as we age. And I would say is one of the poster people, I guess, for how we should approach exercise as we age. So I'm sitting down for a quick chat today. As always, if you do like this video, please comment below, please like it, please ask any questions you have. If you are watching it live, #live, #replay if you're watching it on the replay. And we do go back through and answer any questions that are asked in regards to it. So without further ado, I'm going to flip the camera around and we're just going to have a bit of a chat to Ange. Hello, Ange. Thanks for jumping on today. How are you?
Good, thanks, Brad.
That's good. So you are one of my longest serving client, actually, which is fantastic.
9 years.
9 years, which is amazing. And so I guess what I'm chatting to you quickly about today is just the power of exercise as we age and the mindset you have and I guess just touching on how it's helped you with your everyday life and especially recovering from your recent knee surgery as well. So you obviously understand the benefits of exercise as we age, and you've done it regularly over the last 10 years. And why is that? So why have you exercised regularly over the last 10 years?
Well, I think it all started that both my husband and I felt we got really unfit and put on too much weight, and we went on a big trip to New Zealand and did a bit of walking, and when we came back we thought, right, we're really going to get ourselves fit. And it was in that first week back from New Zealand that I met you, and you told me about JOLT Fitness, and I thought, oh, this might be just what I need to get fit, because I'd enjoyed that kickstart I'd had when we were walking in New Zealand, and I knew I needed to get fit. I was very overweight, I was so really unfit, and I was looking forward to getting fit again like I used to be.
And how old were you at that point, Anne?
56.
Okay. And now you're
65.
All right. And you would say from that point to now, you would say, what's the difference in your exercise level, in your strength, in your mobility, all that kind of stuff?
Everything's greatly improved. And
cool.
I'm a lot lighter, a lot fitter, a lot healthier.
As my daughter's loving life over there. The thing I love about you, Ange, is that you never let age define you at all, and you love to give most things a go. You love to try new things. You never let anything defeat you. What's your mindset and your thought process when it comes to doing that and learning new skills and getting out of your comfort zone? How does that thought process work with you?
I think I actually look forward to it, and I really enjoy it. And what I really like is being with other people too. I think sometimes I might not have wanted to try things by myself, but being with a group, it's been really good fun. Some of the exercises I've wondered why did I do that afterwards, but then others that have been quite challenging might have taken me a few months to be able to do them properly, and there's a great sense of achievement when you can do something.
And so I guess with that, coming back to that mindset, what is your driver to actually, because you go way beyond what some of your age should be achieving from an exercise perspective. I mean, we get people your age doing push-ups on their knees, but you go off your knees, and then you try to do one-arm push-ups. And so what drives you to sort of keep just pushing the boundaries, even at 67?
I think well, at 56, I would never have thought I could do any of these, and a lot of the things I do now I couldn't. And then I just sort of suddenly started realising that I was getting better and better. So you sort of like to think that there's no end to how far you can improve.
And is there anything in particular that's been your favourite thing you've achieved over the last 10 years on your
Push-ups.
Yeah.
I love push-ups. At the moment, I'm a bit restricted because of my knee, so I do 100 push-ups on the bench in the kitchen every day.
Yeah.
Just so when
That's
I can
amazing.
do them back down on the ground again, I will be able to do
Yeah.
them.
And at your fittest, which wasn't that long ago, how many push-ups could you do off your knees unbroken, do you think?
Oh, without pausing.
Yeah, on our last time we did
I
that.
think it was 30-something unbroken.
Off your knees.
But if I can have a rest in between, I can do a lot more.
Yeah. So you've recently had knee surgery, you've had knee replacement surgery, and how have you found that the consistent exercise over the last 10 years, have you found that has helped you with recovery and even the whole process of the surgery?
Oh, it's made a huge difference. I mean, where I had my knee done, they like people to go into rehab, and as it turned out, I was let out of hospital a day early, and I didn't need to go into rehab because I was reasonably fit. And there's small things you don't realise how important they are. Things like being able to do a sit-up meant that I didn't need to be aided to sit up in the bed.
Yeah.
There's little things, and because I'm fairly flexible, I could put socks and shoes on my leg even when it was so stiff that I couldn't bend it. I was able to do that. So it's just little things. It helps you to feel a bit more independent when you can do things by yourself. So I sort of didn't need to be sort of taken to the toilet, or there's a lot of things I was able to do by myself, and that might sound sort of quite funny, but it can be quite awful to think that you can't shower, you can't go to the toilet, you can't sit up in bed by yourself. But when the situation occurs, be really glad that you can.
Yeah, and that's where the investment of the last 10 years of your exercise pays off. So that's where we've got to have a bit of foresight and go, what I'm doing now is actually going to help me as I age, and it's exactly what's happened with you.
And
So,
it made me think too that some of the exercises I've done are more important now than they perhaps would have been 10, 20 years ago.
Yeah, that's awesome, and that's why we should be exercising. So just to wrap up, Ange. So there'll be people that'll probably end up watching this that are even in their 40s and 50s that think they're too old to start exercising. So what would you say to anyone that thinks that they're just too old to get started, or they're unsure about how to get started, or they're in their 50s and they've never exercised? Or
I would say that now's the most important time to start. When you're younger, you're actually exercising a lot more without being aware that you are exercising. As you get older and people start to sort of sit down a lot more, or they're so busy looking after their children or their own parents that they don't give time to themselves, they become unfit and don't realise that, and that's when you've sort of got to say, well, I need to be fit, because I'm glad to say I'm not a frail old lady, and I can get up and I can do things that even after knee surgery I can do, and the fact that I was able to start walking around at 3.5 weeks after the replacement, and usually they say it's about 6 weeks, I was very happy about that. So.
Cool.
And,
Awesome.
and I have been told off for not using the crutches, but I really don't need them.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Anne. So we better wrap up, because we're speaking of exercise. We do need to get stuck into a session once we finish this video. Thank you so much for just jumping on and I guess letting our viewers and our followers get some insight into what you do with your exercise and how it should be benefiting us, all of us. I'm going to flip the camera back around, so thank you so much, Ange. There you go, guys. So it was great to hear from Ange. The takeaway that we should take from this is that exercise should be something we should be using for better quality of life, not for those aesthetic reasons and those unattainable sort of reasons like looking like someone on a magazine or whatever. We want to be exercising and have some foresight, so we're exercising for quality of life, so we can, like Ange, if something comes up, we are ready to deal with it. So that's it for my Thursday/Friday thought for this week. If you have enjoyed this video, guys, please share it with anyone you think may benefit. If you're watching it, #live or #replay if you're watching on the replay. And of course, we do have an open week starting next week down at our outdoor training facility in Essendon. So if you want to dip your toes in the water with starting some outdoor group training, please, I will add the link below this this video, and you can come along and try us for a week just for nothing. So that's it for me. I'm rambling, so I'm going to go. I hope you have a great weekend in health and fitness, whatever you're doing, guys. Don't forget to jolt yourself into life, and I will speak to you very soon. Thanks, guys. Thank you, Tina, for watching as well.